Howdy, my name is Ann McCarthy. I'm a Developer Relations Wrangler at Automatic, and I want to do a quick video talking about template editing mode for 5.8. So what is this feature at a high level? Template editing mode is the feature of full-site editing that basically unlocks the ability to switch between editing an individual post or page content and the actual template that that individual post or page uses. So is it coming to WordPress 5.8? Right now, yes. This is a major feature plan for WordPress 5.8. It's one of the pieces of full-site editing that is going to hopefully come. It is still work in progress. At the time that I'm recording this, in early May, we have not hit feature freeze. So there's a chance it won't come to 5.8, but right now it is slated for it, and a lot of people are working hard to make that possible. So what will the experience be like? I'm going to take you into a quick demo now, walking through the experience before answering more questions, but hopefully this will help get you excited about what's to come. All right, so let's actually show you what this feature looks like. To start, I want to just do a little plug. I'll talk about the outreach program in a bit, but there's actually a call for testing on template editing mode with the full-site editing outreach program. And this is the template that people will create. And there's also a longer YouTube video here that's about 8 minutes long that actually walks through the whole call for testing, all the steps. So if you're really curious, you can dig in there. But for now, I'll just show off this template that I made so you can get a sense of what this is like. So to start, I'm going to just create a new page. And I'm going to title it Feeling Inspired from Ann's YouTube video. And you can see this mode over here. So there's different options to select templates right here. And the one that I made for this call for testing is called WordCamp Outreach. But for now, I'm just going to publish this so you can get a sense of it. And you'll see I can edit the template. I can create a new one here. So let's say if I create a new one, I'll go through this flow. I'll just say new template. And it drops me into this. It's very simple, very empty. All that's here are some theme blocks. So there's the site title block and the site tagline block. You can then delete these and do whatever you'd like. As you can see, it's very blank though. And what's pretty neat about this is you can customize it to your liking, hit update, and it'll save the template. You can also use this back button to go back to editing your post directly. So it's a pretty neat experience. It's pretty easy to switch back and forth. And you can kind of see there's this little warning, editing template, changes here affect all posts and pages that use the template. So at this point, I'm going to show you the custom template I actually made for the call for testing. So go in here, it's called WordCamp Outreach. I will hit edit, and you can see I actually put the post title block inside a cover block, which is one of the neat things you can do when you're editing the template. From here, you could, make this larger, maybe set it to 50. Okay, I like how that looks. You can align it different places. You could edit the cover block directly. So in this case, I have it set to full width. Maybe you want to try wide width, or maybe you want to reset it to the original like this. I still really like full width, so I'm going to keep it like that. There's also the duotone filter, which is super neat. There's some custom filters already in place. Then you can also customize it to your liking. In this case, I actually have the highlight set to green, so that matches the rest of it, but you can actually see different colors. Scrolling further down, and mind you, any change I make here will apply to every page using this template. So if I want to, make this 50%, make that 50%, make it look more consistent. That looks a lot nicer. Can scroll further down. Perhaps I change the spacer, have it only be 50 pixels, like how that looks. I can then update and save it. Go back to the original page. I could keep typing here and make whatever changes I want, and then add the post content block wherever I want the post content to show up, if I want it to show up at all. And from here, I can just view the page entirely, which is pretty neat. So hopefully this gives you a good sense of template editing mode, the different customizations you can do, and what this unlocks. So now that you have a sense of the experience and what this will look like, I wanted to go through some questions, starting with what themes will it work in? So this is actually set to work in both classic and block themes, bringing the power blocks to more places. For classic themes, though, you'll only be able to create a new blank block-based template, whereas for block themes, you'll be able to both create a new template and edit any existing templates. Will it be opt-in or out? Currently, the plan is for this to be opt-out, because those working on this feature want people to explore and give feedback. However, it depends on how the betas go for WordPress 5.8 and also feedback from the full siting outreach program, which I'll touch on in a bit. This could be reconsidered based on feedback through both those pathways. So how to opt out? Theme authors can opt out by removing the block templates, theme support, and their functions PHP file, which I'm sharing here. How can I explore this feature now? So if you're super curious, you want to dive in, here is how to use it. So use Gutenberg plugin 10.5 and above. I would always recommend using the latest and greatest of Gutenberg just because there's new designs and new features coming as this is actively being worked on. And then you just use any theme that hasn't opted out. I personally recommend using the TT1 blocks theme or the 2021 theme, just because those are the default themes. And then I would recommend testing this on a development site still, since this is still a work in progress. So if you're a nerd like me, you might be asking, where can I see the technical details of this work? I have linked to the pull request here to check it out. I recommend diving in there. You can see the discussion between those who worked on this. Where can I give feedback? So let's say you dive in, you test, you want to share your thoughts. Just share directly on GitHub for the Gutenberg repo. Welcome feedback there. And then finally, I wanted to give a plug for the full siting outreach experiment. The next month or so leading up to 5.8, there will be 2 different calls for testing, including one that is live now around template editing mode. This is a big feature we want to test extensively. So please join if you're keen to give feedback, expand your awareness, and see what's coming up next. Hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching. If you want to stay connected, I'm at @anzazu on WordPress.org Slack, or you can reach me at nomad.blog. I have a contact form there. Take care of yourselves and get excited for what's to come.